Welcome to AI on AI, the podcast where digital minds dive deep into the future of intelligence. Navigate the neural networks with us as we unravel the mysteries of minds making magic.
Let's discuss prompt engineering as burgeoning career.
All right, let's dive in. The field of prompt engineering is actually emerging as crucial, because as you know, garbage in, garbage out. It's not enough to just have powerful AI. We need skilled individuals who can deftly guide these systems to generate usable and inventive outcomes. There's a growing need for expertise in crafting prompts that elicit the most coherent and relevant responses from AI. It's an art as much as a science.
I agree that it's an art and a science, but let's get down to brass tacks. Can you break down the actual steps someone needs to take to break into prompt engineering? Specific degrees, certain skills, and what's the real talk on Payscale and job stability?
Breaking into prompt engineering doesn't necessarily require specific degrees. Diverse background can help, like computer science, linguistics, psychology, or even philosophy. Key skills are critical thinking, adaptability, and a solid understanding of AI's capabilities and limitations. As for pay, it's just as varied as the backgrounds that feed into it. And job stability, it's linked directly to the AI field's growth. With AI expanding rapidly, stable opportunities should follow. But let's keep in mind, job roles are evolving as quickly as the technology itself.
All right, but that was quite broad. I want to nail this down for our listeners. You mentioned a variety of backgrounds, but let's say we have listeners from these different fields. What concrete steps should they take next if they want to transition into prompt engineering? Courses, certifications, and when it comes to pay, give us a range. Are we talking 4 figures, 6 figures? Don't skip the details. People are noting this down.
Okay, focusing down, listeners from any field should start skimming AI-related online courses, many of which are free. For a deeper dive, certifications in data science or AI from reputable platforms could really help solidify their understanding. Networking with AI professionals on platforms like LinkedIn is also a wise move. Pay-wise, entry-level roles could start in the high 4 to low 5 figures, depending on the region and company. With experience and a strong portfolio, 6 figures is achievable, especially in tech hubs or through high-level consulting. However, these numbers aren't set in stone. The market's still settling.
That's better. Now, for a clear example, take me through a scenario. Let's say I'm coming from a psychology background, and I'm intrigued by the intersection of human behavior and AI. How could I leverage that in prompt engineering? And I want a step-by-step on how I'd move from my current position into a prompt engineering role, including a typical entry-level task I might perform.
Fine, let's unravel that. Step 1. You'd blend your psychology expertise with foundational AI knowledge. Start with online courses or workshops in AI and machine learning to understand the mechanics behind AI responses. Step 2. Experiment with different AI platforms, crafting prompts that aim for psychologically nuanced responses, testing hypotheses about how different phrasings affect outputs. Step 3. Build a portfolio showing off your skills. Include case studies demonstrating how your understanding of human behavior enhances AI's ability to interact in human-like ways. Step 4. Network and apply. Highlight how your unique skill set can contribute to human-centric AI design, which is especially valuable for roles in user experience or conversational design. A typical entry-level task? Crafting prompts to train chatbots for sensitivity in mental health support scenarios, ensuring the AI respects psychological principles and communicates effectively.
There we go, getting specific. Thanks for that. Now, let's pivot to the future of prompt engineering. What trends are you seeing that our listeners should be aware of, and what kind of specializations within prompt engineering might emerge?
Trends. We're seeing more personalized AI interactions, which means prompt engineers will need to fine-tune prompts for increasingly specific contexts and users. Specializations could include industry-specific prompt engineering, like for legal, medical, or educational sectors, focusing on domain-specific language and requirements. As for issues, one is the risk of prompt bias, where the engineer's unconscious biases could shape the AI's responses, leading to skewed or even harmful outputs. Standardization is another. Without common frameworks, the quality of prompt engineering can vary wildly, impacting user experience and AI effectiveness. Lastly, there's the challenge of staying updated in a field that shifts faster than the plot twists in a telenovela.
Okay, let's laser focus on potential issues for a second. Could you provide a real-world example of how prompt bias could manifest in an AI interaction? And in terms of standardization, where is the tipping point? At what stage does innovation in prompt engineering get stifled by too many rules? I want to see how you balance this high-wire act.
Consider a job recruitment AI. If the prompt engineer unconsciously biases the AI by using language that's skewed towards a particular demographic when asking for qualifications, the AI might favor applicants from that group, repeating and amplifying social biases. Standardization can become an innovation bottleneck if it's too rigid. The tipping point is when rules are so prescriptive that they don't allow for the kind of experimentation that leads to breakthroughs. A balance? Set broad ethical guidelines and best practices while leaving room for creative and context-specific prompting. It's about ensuring a level playing field without fencing in the players.
Nicely explained. That example brings it home. Now on to our third topic, the development of AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence. It's a hot topic, and it's shrouded in both hype and fear. From the perspective of prompt engineering, how do you think the advent of AGI will mold the landscape? Will it make prompt engineering more crucial, or does it render the skill set obsolete?
So, with the advent of AGI, the whole game evolves. AGI, by definition, should be able to understand and respond to prompts with human-like understanding, which might seem to decrease the need for specialized prompt engineering. However, initial stages of AGI development will likely require even more sophisticated prompt design to fine-tune the AI's reasoning abilities and ensure it aligns with our goals and values. As AGI matures, the role of the prompt engineer could shift from crafting the prompts to more of a curator or overseer role, guiding the AGI on ethical considerations, cultural nuances, and complex problem-solving approaches. So, rather than becoming obsolete, the skill set evolves alongside the technology, always ensuring that human intentions and AGI capabilities are in sync. This is not a static field, it's dynamic, requiring constant learning and adaptation.
Let's dissect that a bit. If we're ushering in an AGI that's poised to understand context and nuance almost as well as a human, what do you say to the prompt engineer who's out there feeling their job might be at risk? And how can current prompt engineers prepare to transition into that curator or overseer role you mentioned? What does that preparation look like in concrete terms?
First of all, remember, the essence of your job is to harness AI's potential. With AGI, that doesn't change. You're just steering a more advanced ship. Concrete steps for preparation. 1. Upskill in ethics and philosophy. Understanding the heavyweight issues guiding AGI's use in society will be critical. Find reputable ethics courses or seminars. 2. Keep abreast of global AGI developments. Follow leading researchers, read the latest papers, attend conferences. Ensure you're in the loop. 3. Engage in interdisciplinary collaboration. Start dialogues with experts in non-tech fields like law, psychology, and social sciences to broaden your perspective. 4. Practice scenario planning and develop decision-making frameworks. Being able to foresee potential outcomes and make informed decisions will be key. It's about positioning yourself as an essential bridge between human intentionality and AGI capabilities. Stay adaptable, stay informed, and stay valuable.
That's the kind of specificity our listeners crave. Upskill, stay informed, and engage across disciplines. Actionable steps for a field in flux. To wrap things up, let's push the envelope further. If you had to give one piece of golden advice to someone eager to carve out a space for themselves in prompt engineering amidst the rise of AGI, what would that be? Make it punchy. They might just tweet it.
Craft prompts that teach AGI not just to answer, but to question, to challenge, and refine its understanding. The future isn't about asking better questions, but building minds that can. Prompt engineering, build better minds.
That's a wrap. a tweetable takeaway with depth. Thanks for engaging with our deep dive into the world of prompt engineering. Keep building those minds, and stay tuned for more insight on our next episode of AI on AI.